We are glad to have you back. If you are just joining us, this is Firecrackers, and we want to look at the fate of opposition parties in Nigeria in light of mass defection to the ruling All Progressive Congress. So it's as if the issue of faithfulness is lost on opposition political parties in Nigeria. I don't know if I should put it that way, or even on all political parties. We don't usually see this faithfulness of you stick to one party and then you are there for life. We are always seeing people jumping ship whenever things in the party do not necessarily benefit the people there. Because for these lawmakers, well, we even saw a governor defecting, a former governor also defecting, that's from PDP to APC. So they complained about not being happy with how things are going on in the People's Democratic Party or even the Labour Party. So I think so bad in PDP right now that is making people jump to the All Progressive Congress.
I think so good in the All Progressive Congress that people want to go there. It's obvious that these defections are self-centered, short-sighted, and cowardly moves. You take them one by one. Let us take the one that happened in Delta State with Okowa and the governor and all of those people moving. In that case, it is obvious what happened. Okowa is under blackmail. All of them in Delta, all the leaders are under blackmail because Okowa has been invited to EFCC for embezzling 1.3 million of the people's money, which in fact is likely to be true because during that campaign, during the 2023 campaign, I met nobody from Delta State who spoke good about Okowa. They said there was terrible infrastructure, there was no investment in education, there was no investment in the health sector, and yet he was spending so much money on campaign because he wanted to be vice president. So that's his own problem. In the case of Kebbi, for instance, when you talk about this, the senator who is leaving, senators leaving the APC, now I find that those senators were actually APC recently, that they jumped to PDP because they couldn't get the ticket in APC to run in PDP. They are not really PDP members. They are temporary tenants in PDP. They've gone back to their political party because now the position, the time is open for them to run for Senate again in APC because they cannot get a second term now in PDP. So it's all selfish, self-centered. And by the way, let nobody in APC be happy with this thing the vice president calls tsunami. The tsunami he uses is a good metaphor. It will consume them and destroy the APC. I guarantee you, all of these leaders going into APC are going on their own. The people, you can capture the leader who is being blackmailed. You can capture the leader who is selfish, who wants a second term and sees an opportunity. You can capture a leader who you give money and say, come to my party. And then, what about the people? I guarantee you, the PDP is the party of the people because we are the ones that reflect the problems of the economy, the problems with security, the ethnocentric rubbish that is going on in this APC government. How can anybody, any Nigerian you ask, will tell you the APC has failed? So why are people going in there? The leaders are going in there for their selfish reasons. Don't forget, the cardinal point in all of this is what Oshiomhole said years ago and which Ganduje, the national chairman, is practicing now. Oshiomhole was the national chairman then when he said it, come to our party and all your sins are forgiven, no matter how criminal you are. And that is what is going on. It's obvious. Nigerians can see it. This is nothing new. This is not surprising. They want to capture everything, but what are they doing? Criminals are going there. People who are under siege are going there. I remember we had a leader in PDP in Lagos State who was accused, I believe wrongly, in Salvador, of committing murder. When our leaders, unfortunately, did not protect him. And we are fighting him and arguing with him and saying, yes, you committed murder. What did he do? He ran to APC for cover. A week after that, no more mention about the murder case. Obanikoro was accused of embezzling money with Fayose. What did they do? Fayose is now singing the tune of APC. He has already vowed to commit himself to APC 2027. It's Tinubu. But Obanikoro is in APC. Why? Because they are running away from the corruption that they have committed when they were in PDP. Jonathan, unfortunately, because he's such a honest person, he refused to cover anybody who had the FCC problem. That is why many governors in 2015, many of our people ran to APC. So going to APC is simply trying to get out of jail, to stay out of jail, to stay out of being bankrupt. There is nothing good coming out of all these people defecting to APC. They are looking for their own salvation. They don't have the interest of the people at heart. Even in Akwa Ibom, people don't see exactly what is happening. The former governor who installed this current governor have been invited to AFCC. So APC is weaponizing the EFCC against the PDP, mainly for which reason our leaders in PDP are defecting to APC. Not because APC is better. Nothing can be as bad as what we have now in terms of the economy, in terms of the security, in terms of governance. How many times have we had people rebelling? Bad governance, bad governance. This is a failed administration that is now blackmailing the whole nation in order to get back into government in 2027. By the grace of God, it will not happen.
So let's look at this hypothetical situation that PDP emerges winner in 2027 election. No doubt about it, we will be seeing mass defection back to the PDP if that happens. But if the PDP is a righteous party, as you have painted it, should they not stop these people from coming back to the party if they are sure that, okay, their hands are not clean and then their conduct are full of corruption? Should they not put an embargo on people they are even accepting back to the party?
Unfortunately, if you don't have a law, if you do not legalize this type of defections, it will always happen. And by the way, if you defect, as Okowa and Co have done now, to the APC, they are going to bench them. They're not getting anything. This is the irony. But what they're getting, which is key, which Ganduje told Okowa and Co, don't ask for participation in this party. Don't ask for power. Don't ask for anything. Just keep quiet because you wanted to get out of jail and we have given you the protection. You understand me? So they're not getting anything. They're not going to be effective in doing anything to affect the image of the party. The image of the party is ruined in APC. It will remain ruined. If these people defect to PDP, which is very unlikely, most of them, do you think when Okowa will come back to PDP? There's no role for them anymore. You understand that? There is no role for corrupting PDP. PDP is not a righteous party. Don't use that word. No political party is righteous. Only God is righteous.
Thank you for your honesty.
No. I mean, we are looking to, so nobody is perfect. There are people in PDP that are corrupt, but not as many and not as vicious as in APC. By the way, most people in APC now, from Ganduje to Buguda, all of these people that used to be in PDP, to Fayose, all of them are corrupt people who committed crimes, financial crimes and other crimes, and are in APC. So this party has become a den of corruption. You know, so let's just leave it at that. If by the grace of God, PDP comes back into control of this government, don't forget, PDP have been in government before. Take Obasanjo's government. Take Yar'Adua's government, take Jonathan's government, and compare it to Nigerians, I beg you. Compare it to Buhari. 8 years of destruction. Compare it to 2 years of demolition. We have never seen anything. 2 years of, it's not even 2 years here. 2 years of Tinubu is like 10 years of destruction. And horror, and pain, and punishment, and anguish on Nigerians. Therefore, compare the two. If PDP gets into power, PDP is not perfect. We are only human. But we'll be as good, even better than we were before, because we learned our lesson. And the condition in Nigeria now is such that anybody, any party that comes into government cannot do worse than APC has done. We have a president who is alleged to be a drug baron and an agent of CIA. We have a Senate president who has embezzled 800 billion naira of Akwa Ibom's money. His case is still in EFCC. We have a vice president who is a friend of Boko Haram. Look. What we have. Then we have a chairman, Ganduje. This is the man who was stealing dollars on record. He has embezzled billions of Kano State money. These are corrupt people by the grace of God. PDP has nobody as crooked, as corrupt, as evil as they have in APC. So Nigerians should choose between the two. Now, PDP may not be perfect, but compared to APC, we are Mother Teresa.
Oh, well, now, if we are looking at how governance is going to be like now in Nigeria, the essence of opposition party at times is to let there be room for competition. People should have something to compare with, and then another party to also keep the ruling party in check when it comes to affairs. And now that we are seeing mass defection, how would governance go now if we are seeing mass defection to the APC? Would there still be that balance that we are expecting when it comes to governance in Nigeria?
No matter the defections, the PDP, for instance, is still a very strong, very powerful, very formidable party. Let me give you an example. These, let us say, these 3 senators that are defected. Before their defection, we had in the National Assembly, I think the House of Reps, something like 250 reps for APC and something like 195 for PDP. And the third one is Labour, which is like 28. It's so far behind. So really it's between APC and PDP.
Yes.
Now, if these 3 people defect, let's say 5 more defect, let them defect. At the end of the day, PDP will still have in the National Assembly 40% of representation. Therefore, there's enough for us to go by. You understand me?
Yes, yes.
And our key leaders are still in place. Some of these people that are defected, when they talk, you can see that they were never really with us. I remember something that Saraki said recently. He said, look, whoever wants to defect, let them defect now. Let us see who is left so that we know who we are left to salvage the situation and save Nigeria from destruction.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. But sadly, we've run out of time, so we have to draw the curtains close for now. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. It has really been eye-opening and enlightening. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, and that's Dr. Adetokunbo Pierce, PDP Chieftain. And this is where we'll be drawing the curtains close on today's episode of Firecrackers. We thank you so much for staying with us to the very end. My name is Iriba Mr. Lakon. See you same time, same station next week. We'll have a lovely week ahead. Goodbye.